Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Little Conversations. My name is Wanjiko Edna, and I'm the host of this amazing podcast. And welcome. So, today on my housekeeping segment, just a little one, two, three of some things I've noticed. So, first of all, there's this podcast. I don't listen to it per se every single episode. Now I don't listen to it that much, but it's called To My Sisters. Um, I don't know if any of you listen to it or have even heard about it, but like if a topic they talk about stands out to me, I just listen to it. So as I was walking home today, I was listening to um an episode where they were talking about trauma or something, but I think I didn't get to the juicy details completely. But there's this story they were talking about, which was quite interesting. So I was listening to this podcast, to this episode. There was this oh shit, alarms. There was this point where someone sent in a question, they had a dilemma, they wanted to have it sorted out. And it was basically how she and her boyfriend have like a financial situation and all that. And I realized people don't talk enough about money. I don't know why, but I feel like money is so important. You should literally be talking about it everywhere. But um by the same with me, it's probably something I should change. But if if you're like my friend, I wouldn't talk to you about my finances or like about financial stuff unless you exclusively say that that's what you want to talk about with me, which is very rare because people rarely bring it up, especially in African setups. Um, all the like within all Africans, or let me just be specific and say that people actually do. All Kenyans do is just borrow money from you, borrow more money from banks, borrow from whoever. Borrow you're giving out money, people will talk about money to you or with you. But there's such a different perspective of money. People, I don't know if people are not educated enough or people are not interested to dive into the information, because I feel like there's quite a lot of information out there, but it's also hidden in so much vocabulary that it's so hard for you to understand unless you literally put in the effort and time and you're dedicated to finding out this information. So honestly, that's a bit scary because the level or the extent to which people are willing to borrow money, even from a random stranger or from a person they just know once, is very weird because they are not willing to learn or talk about money, but they are so willing to borrow from strangers. Yeah, that's a bit off anyway. So today I want to talk about something completely different, very very different, and this is a whole. Let's just title this the process, because I feel like everything is about processes, about details, about planning. To be specific, for example, you have a business idea. First of all, it has to be an idea, a vision, a dream, something you visualize and it's so beautiful and it will turn out to be amazing. The end result will probably be it won't be seamless, but at some point it will be amazing. Oh yeah, what was I saying? I have been rudely interrupted. It's usually the times you're recording that you get calls, you get knocks on the doors, but yeah, anyway. So people don't talk about the process. You think about it, you visualize it, it's so beautiful, it's so you get such an excitement out of the thought, the vision, the dream. Okay, I've been interrupted again. What was I saying? Oh yeah, there's the whole excitement from the vision, the dream. There's also the excitement when you see it at work, when you see whatever you're working or you're doing or you're working on moving or going on like a well-oiled system. It's so, I don't know, it's so amazing, but the sweat and tears you have to go through before you get to the business running seamlessly, probably even without you there, is crazy. Because it will take finances, it will take the life out of you, it will take effort, physical effort. It will take you working 7 days a week for 25 hours a day. Yeah, I know there isn't anything like 25 hours a day, but literally, I'm just trying to say that you will tear yourself apart, especially if it's something that you believe in. It will drive you crazy, but depending on how much passion, how much love you have for this business or project, even, yeah, the more effort you will put in it. And sometimes it's really crazy because a business would be failing, but because the owner loves it so much and this has been their dream since forever, they're still pouring more money, pouring more time, pouring more energy, and it's obviously not working. So, yeah, also the whole when you go on vacation, oh my god, people don't talk about this enough. People do not talk about this part enough. You'll be like, you and your friends want to go where? To Diani. And when you're talking about the plan, it's so exciting. You're like, okay, so we need like this amount everyone. We need to go by train, book flights back. We need to find hotels. We'll stay in this part of the coast then for like 2 days. And for the other 2 days, we go to this other part of coast. And God forbid it's a big group. You need to find one common date where none of you have classes if you're in school, or none of you is working if you're working, or you all take leave days around the same time, not even around, on the same fucking days, because you're going there literally on the same days. So, in my opinion, that's crazy. It's wild. But the excitement of the planning gets me a lot. The actual trip will be the best thing that's happened to your friend group, to your friendship, probably even your relationship if it's a relationship. But the whole plan, unless you're like just paying an agency and then they do the planning for you, that's a different story. But then if you yourself are doing the plan, we you will go crazy. You will go crazy, I assure you. You have to probably um book a hotel, find out if it's full board, find out if they are providing drinks, if you want drinks, ask if there's a beachfront, find out if there's access to like certain places, find out activities they provide, if they are counted in the fee you'll pay. Like if it's literally full board, you have to ask if that's activities included. You have to find out if these rooms are available, on which days, how much it is. If activities are not included, you have to outsource from other places. Sometimes you want to buy souvenirs, you want to know which are the best places. If you want to explore restaurants, you want to find out the best rest. Like it's a lot. It is a lot. But the whole plan, not the planning, the whole initial discussion about this trip and the actual trip are usually so fun. It probably like it probably what's the word? It probably guy the word isn't coming, but it negates the whole planning or the whole excitement of the initial discussion, and the actual trip negates the whole planning exhaustion that you get, because you can get exhausted, you can get tired, you can get frustrated, especially if you're working with people that don't want to work with you, or they don't want, or they're not cooperating. That's especially the group you're going with, because trust me, those are the people that will frustrate you the most. If anything, the service providers, they will be willing to answer your questions, but you also need to like know which questions to ask, because they won't just voluntarily give you information. Sometimes probably they'll be like, ningemwambia kuhusu activity, but maybe hataki hizo. So you literally have to know what you want, and that's another crazy thing, because sometimes you don't know what you want. If you're being honest, you get there and then you realize, oh yeah, I'd have wanted this. Now time ran out or something. Yeah. Anyway, I don't even know what I'll name this podcast. That's another crazy thing. Yeah, but it was just something that was on my mind. Cause bro, planning shit is hard. Ay ay yeah. I have okay. Currently, right now, where I stand, I've tried to plan for like two different things, and they have all failed miserably. And not because I did not know where to look or who to call or where to find certain services or whatever that I was looking for, but because of the people I was planning it for. Yeah, it's all part of projects you try to start and they fail miserably. You know, there's this phrase, Kwanguka na Miguju. I think it's a Kikuyu phrase. I think so. Kwanguka na Miguju. Yeah, that was me both times. Any I put so much airtime, so much effort, so much energy, so much thought into things. And when I was planning it, I was like, okay, hey guys, trying to plan blah blah blah. How many would be willing? And you see to me corners on that group when they reply to your nini to your question tag. Then when you plan it all out and you actually had given them a date, how many would be willing to go for blah 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 on blah blah blah? And everyone lifts their hand up and you're like, oh nice, we have 10 guys, so ideally I'm planning this for 10 but 12 just in case, blah blah blah. Jesus, don't even remind me. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed my little rant. If you enjoyed it, please follow for more. I promise they're not that many rants, they're probably a bit more stories and a bit more wisdom because I'm wise like that. Yeah, anyway, follow my Instagram at mylittleconversations.ke. And my personal Instagram account is at shiko.e, which is ciku.e. Again, thanks for listening. Bye.